Yo, what's up, man? What's going on? August 2024. Subscribe to the channel. If you're seeing this on my YouTube, subscribe. If you're seeing this on my Instagram, follow. I don't want you to misconstrue the importance of currency, the importance of money in this Western society, in the United States of America. I don't want you to misconstrue that. It is important and you do need it to survive. But I want to say that in this country, in the United States of America, a very high priority is placed on acquiring money and material things, assets. Even to the point, some people will subjugate ethics, they will subjugate morality, they will subjugate their self-esteem, they will subjugate their morals, they will subjugate principles. They will subjugate and place beneath their relationships with their daughters and with their sons. And simultaneously place the acquisition and the chase and the pursuit of money over all of those things. And how I know is because I did it, my own self. I did it. Don't get me wrong now. Ain't nothing wrong with no money now. I got money in the bank now and I lost 1.2 million and I'm trying to get me 2 million back and I'm gonna do it. But it's gonna be all together with an entirely different perspective of money and an entirely different perception of money. Let me tell you this. For those of y'all that got money, those of y'all in the pursuit of money, and for those of y'all that don't have money, that look at people with money and think that they live in a better life than you, check me out. There are people with high net worths. They money talk. They money talk. They got a lot of money. They got a lot of material things. But their daughter is strung out on fentanyl. Their son is strung out on heroin. They've been divorced 2-3 times. They tricking. They watching porn and masturbating in a big house with 5 bedrooms and 4 full baths and an open kitchen with marble countertops and granite stove, granite table, stainless steel Viking appliances, chandelier. 2-3 million in the bank, 600,000 in the bank, 400,000 in the bank, and they living in all of this opulence. An Audi, a BMW, and a Benz in the garage, and they living in all this opulence, and they have all this wealth, and they by their motherfucking self. They in that house by themselves, and on Thanksgiving and Christmas, their kids won't even call them to say, how you having, how's your Thanksgiving or Merry Christmas. They be there by themselves because in their pursuit and what they did was a successful thing. They set out with a particular mind frame, a particular goal in mind, and they set out to accomplish it, which was the acquisition of money and property and material assets. But they either unknowingly or knowingly knew that they had to abandon their daughter from the age of 2 to the age of 16 in order to work and travel all around in business meetings, on a plane, off a plane, in a hotel, back at a plane, home, business deals, on the phone, 2 cell phones, 3 cell phones. Never taking their son to the park to play wiffle ball with him. Never taking their son to the park to put him on the merry-go-round, to push her on the swings. Somebody else taught their daughter how to ride a bike. Somebody else taught my man's son how to tie his sneakers because he wasn't there. And these kids, they grew up angry and resentful at their fathers for not being there. And what their father tried to do was hit them off with new sneakers, a new bike, a new train set, a new iPad, a new dope phone, new jeans, new coat. But those were only temporary salves, temporary solutions to a long-term problem. It was like putting a Band-Aid on a laceration. And it never worked. And their own children, their own flesh and blood, grew up having closer psychological, spiritual, and physical ties and a tighter bond with the nanny than with his own father. The daughter grew up with a tighter psychological bond, a spiritual chemistry, a deeper love with their stepfather. His baby mother's new boyfriend is closer to his daughter than he is because he chose to pursue money at all costs and neglected spending time with his daughter. And he hasn't been able, this man has all these riches now, he hasn't had the love. Oh, this is the best thing in the world, the greatest thing in the world, the greatest love in the world, aside from loving yourself. Another one of the greatest things that I have been able to do, one of my greatest loves and passions, is that I've been able to download my psychology. I've been able to download my principle, my values, my education, my street knowledge, my mistakes, my failures, my defeats, my successes, my wins, my joys, my sadness, my pain. Everything that's in me, I've been able to download it to my 13-year-old son. And these men and women in a lot of cases have not been able to do that, to download none of their attributes, none of their values, their principles to their child. And these children grow up with viruses, as you put a virus on a computer, because another man or another woman or another human being that has no type of DNA connection to them has downloaded their software onto his daughter and onto his son. I done had a net worth over $1 million. So don't even front on me. Don't go in my comment section saying, nigga, you ain't never had no money. Don't ever come at me like that. What you trying to do to become a millionaire, I done did that. You understand? Went there, bought the t-shirt and everything. Don't ever front on me. You understand? I'm on my second go round. I made $1 million and lost it on my second million. Some of y'all will never be able to achieve the goal of achieving $1 million because your mind is too small. You think too little, right? Your mind is weak. You're incapable of disciplining yourself. You're incapable of concentrating and focusing on anything other than scrolling through social media. So don't front on me. I didn't had it and did it and made the mistake and blew up my life. And I'm glad that my life is the way that it is. I'm glad because I've been able, had I lost my $1 million, I lost 1.2 million right when little Sean was born. The feds raided my office. He wasn't even born yet. It was 40 days when he was born. Within the next, by the time he was 18 months, I was dead broke. When he was born, I was a millionaire. By the time he was 18 months, I was dead broke. And I'm glad that it worked out that way because had I had the money, the kind of life I was living, I'm fucking 6, 7 different women at a time. I'm tricking with this one. I'm paying this one's car note. I got 3 other honeys I love. I'm just wilding out. I'm just wilding out with these women. And I'm flying to Africa. I'm flying to Cuba. I'm flying to South America. I'm just wilding out. And I think the sun, moon, and stars told me, said, Sean, all this money you got, nigga, give me that. And take care of that. Take care of him. He got your name. He got your DNA. He is you. This money that I'm taking from you, this is worth, ain't no value on your own flesh and blood. Ain't no monetary value you can place on it. And I'm glad it turned out the way it turned out. Because for the last 13 years since my son was born, I've been in his life every day, except for the 15 months, 15 days, and 19 hours that I was in the feds. And when I got out the feds, I hit the ground running. He was the first person I went to go see even before I got me some pussy. So dig yourself when it come to this money thing. Dig yourself when it come to this money thing. Dig yourself and evaluate what's true peace of mind, what's true wealth, and what's true happiness, and what's true riches. And you decide for yourself. My name's Sean G. You see it. Born 1969. Born 1969. My online program is coming September 2024, next month. You'll be able to do all my federal prison workouts. Stay tuned. Follow the channel. Go on my YouTube and follow that channel too. And then go on my website and get you a pair of these shorts. Go right now. They're on my website. Hurry up.